Hello everybody, Hqhebari back with another video, and yep, we're gonna talk about the CF Moto 675 SS. Today it's gonna be a short video, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna cut to the point. I want to talk about CF Moto. So far it's been what, 4 weeks owning this motorcycle. I put about 600 miles on it, and I want to talk about some maybe designs, flaw, and pros and cons of buying the CF Moto 675 SS. I'm gonna give you guys a startup real quick. Louder than your mom last night. Ooh, baby. So for those who y'all don't know, I took the bike out to muffler shop asking if they can do a cat back delete on this bike. They said yes, they can for $250. I might do it, I might not do it, but we will talk about that later on. My paper plate is getting fucked. Yeah, cut to the video. I do have some notes, so let me take out my note. First, I want to talk about design flaws, or what I think is design flaw on this bike. First things first, it's this gigantic hole right here. Like, what the hell? You could have, I don't know, maybe covered it or did something or put something right there. I can see the other side, but yeah, that is one design flaw that I think it sucks, but I don't really care. I mean, I don't really care at all, to be honest, but it's there, like that gigantic hole. You know what I noticed? The new Yamaha R9 actually has the same freaking hole, so it might be a triple cylinder thing. What else could be the reason, right? That hole right there for no reason. Yeah, so the Yamaha R9 actually has the same freaking design as well, triple cylinder. The next thing that I want to talk about is actually on the steering. This is for your lights, the beam light, or like the far light, whatever you guys call it. So whenever I'm trying, like, I noticed a couple of times when I'm riding or when I come to a stop, this is on. So how this gets on, you just click on it. Yeah, you push it forward and your high beams, now remember, your high beams will be on. And that's not fun. Even this is a motorcycle, and it shouldn't be a big deal, but still, it's not fun, right? If like I'm behind somebody else and I don't intend to turn it on. So like, I believe whenever I'm trying to do clutch work, I just hit it and it goes to the front and my high beams start turning on. It is a design flaw that I noticed, but I mean, it's not a big deal. Who cares? That's pretty much everything that I noticed when it comes to the design flaw of the CF Moto 675 SS. So now, I want to talk about the cons first, and then we will end the video with pros. Cons. This motorcycle gets hot. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's summer in Texas and I'm heating up, and right now I'm just getting tan for no fucking reason. This bike gets hot. Whenever I'm riding, especially the other day, we were riding through back roads with my friends. Our lead just decided to take the back road, and every light was red, but my bike was heating up. My bottom was just like, ooh, I'm cooking today. I'm cooking eggs today. So the heating part is a big problem. I don't really like it. It says on my dash the bike gets up to like 205 Fahrenheit. So I don't know if that's too much or it's just normal. But whenever you hop on the highway, it's fine. Whenever like you actually give it some wind, it cools down. As soon as you go in the back roads or stop by a stop sign, boom, heat again. Next con about the CF Moto 675 SS is actually the rear brake. So the front brake is amazing. They are Hqhebari, and believe it or not, is actually a company owned by Brembo. So basically they are Brembos, and they are using Brembo brakes on the CF Moto 450 SS anyways. So front brakes are amazing, but the back brakes suck, my guy. Like, or I don't know, maybe it's still, maybe the rear brake are trying to break in, because this bike is pretty much brand new, but they suck. I've been trying to use them more, so like the braking completes and the bike start working fine, but I haven't seen a lot of good break-ins when it comes to the rear brake. And I know I get it 75% there and only 25%, but still that 25% should feel like 25%. This feels like maybe 7%. Next thing I want to talk about is actually the paint, not the build quality. The build quality is actually nice. I like it. I love the build quality. It's good. It's been fine and finished nice. Paint is where I don't really have a lot of fun. So like, it's only a 600 miles. I haven't washed it though. We have to take that in notice as well. So this, I don't know if this is a scratch or it's just dirt. I have that already on my tank. I have this already, and that is, I know definitely is not a scratch. Right here I have these blackouts. I don't know what the hell they are. And in general, the bike's dirty right now. I have to clean it and then see if I have any chip rocks and stuff like that. But when it comes to the paint, it gets dirty and it feels like it's gonna get a lot of chip rocks and stuff like that. So the next part, and the part that it's kind of a bit of pain in the butt these days for me, is gas consumption. If it's the triple cylinder's nature, or it's just this bike in general, but it consumes gas like nothing. It consumes gas like I'm about to drink some water right now because I'm under the heat and I'm thirsty. But every time that I go out, if I'm riding more than, let's say, 2 hours, I have to put gas in this bike twice. And yes, I do ride it quite hard. Not quite hard, but like I rev it, or not rev it. I don't rev it. My old bike, I had a full exhaust and I was revving that thing and I wasn't getting this bad gas mileage. So yeah, the gas consumption of this is out of this world. And it only gets 130 miles per tank. It's low. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe it's the break-in period and it will be fine after that. Let me know in the comments down below if it's the triple cylinder's nature that it consumes more gas, or is this just something different? Because I know a triple cylinder has torque and power all through the rest. So like, maybe that's why it's... actually, I have to do research about it. So gas consumption of this motorcycle is a little bit crazy. But at the end of the day, it's fun, right? It's fun. It was worth it. Yes or no? Yeah, it's worth it. Because on my older bike, I had the Honda CB650R. It was an inline 4. It would rev out to 12,000 RPM. You know, it was a lazy inline 4. But every time that I would fill that bike, I would get maybe at least 175 to 225 miles per full tank, which is good. In here, I'm only getting 130. That's like nothing. And I was paying maybe $6 to $7 to fill up a tank for my older bike. So gas consumption on this bike is a little bit crazy. Let's talk about the pros of this motorcycle. So the first thing I want to talk about is kind of a pro and a con, depends on who you are. It's the body positioning of this bike. This bike is comfortable and aggressive-ish. So it's definitely way more aggressive than a Honda CBR 650R or a Honda CB650R, my old bike, or let's say RS660. It is more aggressive than Ninja 650 for sure. But then all in those categories, so like in the middleweight category, or like not so super sport category, I would say this bike is one step behind R7 when it comes to aggressiveness or comfy part of it. Because the R7 is definitely at top. R7 is not comfortable at all. R7 is so leaned over. This bike is just one step below R7. And after that, I will put the RS660, because I sat on RS60, I felt comfortable surprisingly. I don't know, maybe my height was perfect for that bike. But when I first started riding this bike, my back and my wrist was killing me, and I understand I was not used to this bike, but now I'm more used to it and it's way more comfortable. But still, it is an aggressive bike. So CF Moto did a really good job to find the balance between a super sport position and comfy-ish. Just say ish, not comfortable. Just an ish for this bike, which is fun. It makes it fun to tuck in. It makes it super easy to tuck in, and it is nice to, you know, be comfortable a little bit. But I will say definitely, if you are planning to ride more than 2-3 hours on this bike, you will get tired. You will feel like shit after that ride. So the next pro that I want to talk about is the technology of this bike. Hopefully you guys can see the dash. Yeah, hopefully you guys can see the dash, but technology wise, it shows you your tire pressure. Here shows you your side stand. It has traction control, ESS, I don't know what the hell that is, activation quick shifter. You have a quick shifter on this bike. You can activate it or deactivate it. Up, shift, alert, which is fun. It would alert me to upshift, but you can change it and adjust it wherever or however you want. Beside that, you have phone connectivity, you have music connectivity, and all the other settings. You have 2 themes, so it's very, very fun. You have brightness and stuff like that. So it's like a little phone right there. I have not connected my phone to this, which is surprising. I always thought I'm gonna buy a motorcycle with technology and use all the technology, but honestly, I don't really care about the technology. I might go into the music part and try to see if I can connect music to it, or like my phone, and listen to music and maybe swap or like skip my music through my handlebar. That would be super cool. Technology wise though, this bike is definitely a pro for $7,999. Yes, so $7,999. That's my other pro. This bike is dirt cheap, guys. This bike is dirt cheap for everything that it offers. And if we figure out that this bike is actually reliable and it's stable, it can handle, this will be the biggest steal of the century, and I promise you that. So far so good. So far I've been loving it, and I cannot wait to get an exhaust on this, maybe tune it, flash it, and put a lot of mods on it and just rip it around and have fun. I didn't have quite a lot of pros about this bike. What is that? So yeah, I didn't have a lot of pros about this bike, but I promise you this bike is fun and I love it. For the price, it's a steal, and I would definitely prefer this to an R7 all day, every day. That was pretty much my video. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully it hasn't been too long. I know I like to talk a lot. That's why I have this YouTube channel, so I can just talk. Thank you guys for watching. This is gonna be the wrap of this video. Louder than your mom last night. Yeah, sure. This is gonna be the wrap of this video. Please go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me what you think about this motorcycle. If you're feeling cool enough, go follow my other social media on my Instagram and my TikTok. I will leave the links down below in the description. I will see you in the next video. Peace out. Ride safe.